How's it going, video friends? McProseph here, joining you with a new challenge video. As you can see here, we're creating a new character starting from level 1, and we are going to go through a series of tests. And this series is going to actually help the new player as well as provide a challenge for the more veteran players. As you can hear, the sound is pretty high, so I'm going to go ahead and create my character. I'm fine with this setup here, and then I'm going to try to turn this volume down as quickly as I can. Okay, we're starting off on our first flag. Let's see if we can turn our volume down. It's pretty loud. Alright, we'll give you a little bit of volume here. Alright, and we are on our way, so we're gonna just get into our first battle here. The very first tip I'm gonna give you is to adjust the speed in your lower left side of the screen. A lot of players don't realize this until they're far into Zone 2, but it helps progress so much. You can kill things so much quicker. Alright, we're getting upgrades here. We're going to go ahead and put it on. If you do need to put it on and forgot to click on it, you can always find it right here in your box. We're progressing. As far as I know, and I've tried my best, it's not really possible to die in this dungeon. So you just got to get through here. We're pressing 2 so we can hit them both at the same time. And finishing off with 1. Pretty simple stuff right out the beginning. I will be discussing the rules after this dungeon. I'm just trying to get this one out of the way quickly. As you can see, we're gearing up a little bit more. We have our daily bonus of 30% extra experience, so that should help us level up a little bit faster today. Here's Tubbo. As with any boss battle in the whole game, it's going to be important to try to kill the bat first, or any adds in the back at all, because they just add to the total damage you're going to be taking. So Tubbo's dead. We got 2 upgrades here, the Battle Axe and the Ruby Ring. We'll put those on. Dungeon is cleared. Got some rewards here and our health went back up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and discuss the rules for this challenge now, and I will be with you shortly. Stay tuned. Okay friends, as previously discussed, we have created our new level 1 player here, 1 team, 1 fight. Now let's jump into some rules for this challenge. As you can see here, I have 2 simple rules. Number 1 being no assistance, and number 2 being spend $0. I plan on getting no assistance from any friends in any way, to include guildies. What I will be doing in a future video here, probably around level 5 or whatever time I can create a guild, I will be creating my own guild. I will invite 0 players, and I will have no assistance from anyone in the game, and my goal is to clear all of the Bit Heroes content with no help whatsoever. Moving on to rule number 2, pretty obvious, spend $0. As mentioned here, I've seen many players just rocket to level 100 by spending tons of money, and they seem to fizzle out pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is show you that you can overcome any obstacle in the game by doing it cheaply and with $0. Last but not least here, this video is to show the new players a few tips along the way, as well as to challenge myself as I revisit all of the content in the game. So my main character is level 230. I've played the game for about a solid year, and now I'm just going back to create a new character and show some tips along the way and kind of enjoy the content from a level 1 player's perspective. Enjoy. Okay, so first things first, since I am level 1, I want to level up as quickly as possible. As you can see here, I don't have access to the shop just yet, so my only option is to go to my quests, continue these flags until the shop is unlocked. Once it is unlocked, I'm going to try to get a Experience Tome. That way I can level up quicker. It should allow me the ability to have 25% additional XP. As you can see here, I put it on auto because for the first few flags you simply cannot die. And as we level up here, we're going to go ahead and put our stats into power. We have the option of stamina and agility as well, but for the first 100 or so stats, until this gets to 100 power, I'm just going to go for power all the way. Once I do get to 100 power, I will then start adding some to speed, but that's a ways down the road. As you can see, we got an upgrade, but auto made it to where I couldn't put it on. So I'm going to go ahead and click the one with the green arrow. I now have more stats, and we're going to continue. Simple bats here, pretty easy stuff. As you can see, we're kind of overpowering the dungeon. We're kind of faster than any opponent we're going to see here, so we're just killing everything pretty quickly. It does get quite a bit harder in time. Our experience is going up and up. We're closing in on level 3 here. The XP bonus for today really helps a lot. Alright, so we're on the first boss. We're going to go ahead and take it off auto. We would like to kill this other boo, but we can't do that just yet. The aerial assault would hurt him, but it's not going to do a ton of damage, so we're just going to press 1 for now. Looks like the boss is dying pretty quickly anyway. Alright, so just by spamming 1, we get to persuade our next pet. So we now have a boo and a bat. Looks like we got a weapon upgrade. We'll go ahead and click that. We also got level 3, so we're going to put that stat into attack. Again, we're going to keep putting it into attack until this says 100. It's at 20 now. For the first zone or two, only attack really matters. You can kill your opponent quickly, and that's all that matters. If you start to put it into stamina or speed, you're going to more or less just slow yourself down, especially if you're putting it into stamina. We will capture tanks here soon, and we'll go over stamina a little bit more, but long story short, you want to be the firepower for your team. Looks like we got our first daily reward here, 5k gold. Go ahead and claim that. Still don't have the shop, so we're going to continue to do our quests. Looks like we got the third flag. See if we can auto this as well. As you can see here, I have the highest stamina out of my team, so I will be the tank for now, and I will put the weaker players in the back. If I were to put the bat up front, he would die quicker, and I would just have one less team member on my team, so don't want to do that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and auto this dungeon as well. If you are struggling with the dungeon, or you just want to learn the mechanics, you're welcome to take it off auto and do it yourself. I just know that from experience, these first few dungeons cannot kill you, so why waste your time? Why not just fly through it quickly, right? Okay, that doesn't look like an upgrade because we don't see a little green arrow. As you do gear up, you're going to get upgrades slower and slower as you progress, so keep that in mind. I do get a lot of questions on this axe here has, say, 1 agility more or 1 health more. Should I use it instead? And the general rule of thumb is whichever piece of gear gives you the most total stats is the one that you want to use while leveling. As you can see here, everything is just dying very quickly. Looks like we completed a bounty. So your bounties down here will actually be new every day. And if you click on the bounty, it'll tell you specifically what you need to do. Looks like here, complete 3 dungeons, which we just did. So now we can loot 1k. This next one, defeat 3 opponents in PvP. We don't have PvP unlocked yet, but once we do, we'll get 5 gems by doing this 3 times. And those are just done passively. You don't have to interact with this at all until you complete it. And then you would click it to get your reward. Well, there we go. This is something I didn't expect to talk about for quite a while, but this is an enchant. So we're going to go ahead and click identify. This gives us 3 additional attack, 1 additional stam, and 1 additional speed. We're going to go ahead and equip this right here. And now we just have those stats. As you level up, as you saw in the boxes here, we'll click enchants. As we get to level 25, we'll put on one more, and so on and so forth. But this is just free stats, and it's a great deal. If for some reason you didn't catch it, or it went to your bag, it should be towards the bottom, and you should be able to just click on it and identify it. Moving on. So this should be our 3rd flag. After this, we will be doing a castle, most likely. Okay, we got exchange. Now it's going to teach us how to upgrade gear. We could upgrade this gear right now, and I think we're going to, because we could use the extra stats to just plow through this castle. As you can see here, if we upgraded this neck piece, it would give us 3 total stats. Now we had the option of doing so, but let's see if there's anything else that would give us more than 3. So we have the neck equipped. Let's look at our ring. It would also give us 3. What else? Looks like the body would also give us 3. How about our shield? It would also give us 3. And it's 1 stat in every slot. So let's go ahead and upgrade the neck. Notice here it costs 50 common material and 1,000 gold to get 3 stats. Not super worth it, but 3 stats are going to buff your minions as well, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Hooray, 3 more stats. Now another thing too, we can actually go to the exchange tab and we can click all. Now this is going to select all the gear that we currently do not need and do not have equipped. And we're going to go ahead and click exchange. Now that basically destroyed all the gear that is not an upgrade. That way our bag is empty, and now all we have on us is the gear that's currently equipped on us. This will allow us to upgrade our gear a lot more quick. As you can see, we have 36 common material. We need about 14 more, and we can get 3 more stats on our shield. Let's move forward and do another quest. So now we have our first castle. We're going to destroy Grimm's. Let's see how this goes. Alright, I'm not going to auto this one. I'm going to show you a way to conserve your mana, which is the blue bar. Notice how it talks about SP here. So we're going to press 1, 1, 1. When it's a patch of 4 or 3 minions like this, usually the ones in the back do the most damage. So I'm going to try to take out at least the bat first. That way he just hits us less total. Now that there's 3, I can actually kill the bat with my cleave, the thrust here, which hits all 3 minions. Okay. Then we'll finish by just mashing 1. And what this is going to do, it's going to build our SP. Going to give us 1 more attack. As we get higher attack, we just kill the enemies so much quicker. Oh, looks like we have a basket of gems there. Those are going to come in handy. We'll discuss those further. Let's see. Kill the bat. Keep pressing 1. And the reason we're pressing 1 is because once we get to the boss, he's going to be semi-hard. Grimm's is not easy the first time you encounter him. So if we save our mana until then, we'll be able to do the most powerful attacks to the boss right away. So that gave us 24 gems, which is great. We're going to discuss gems in a future video, but long story short, you want to save them until you can buy your first pet, and then after that, we are going to save them all for our first legendary minion. Alright, I'm not going to worry about healing here because I'm not taking a ton of damage. Again, we're just going to keep pressing 1. As you can see, my boo and my bat have max mana, so I'm just going to try to hold on to that unless I have to use it. There's the boss. We don't want to kill him just yet, because if he takes out one of our guys, it's going to be hard to complete the dungeon. So let's go ahead and kill... We want this guy to be full of mana, so we're going to have to just keep pressing 1 here. We might go ahead and heal our hero with Boo. There we go. Lots of 1. Okay, enemies down. Let's go kill the boss. So at level 4, can we kill Grams? Again, we do not have auto on. We want to kill the bats first, so I'm going to cleave to hit all of them. This guy's second ability doesn't really help too much. We're going to cleave again. Okay, the ads are dead. Now we're just going to go ahead and use our leap attack, which does more damage than 1. We'll go ahead and heal our hero a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and auto. Should be able to kill this guy pretty easily. Just try to save your mana for the boss. If you use that rule of thumb on every boss, you'll do just fine. Doesn't look like we got an upgrade from him, but we did get lots of XP. Looks like we have a little bit more to do in the dungeon, so I'm going to go ahead and auto the rest. And I'm basically just going to do this through all of the content in the game, guys. I've cleared all of the content on my main character. Looks like we have a chance for an additional baddie, but he's not a great minion. And there's really no reason to have more than 1 baddie, so I am going to decline. When you first start the game, you don't have a ton of gold, so buying a 40% chance of this bat, which is kind of useless, is a huge waste of money. And especially do not bribe them. Your gems are very precious and you don't want to waste them. But as I was saying, I have already played through all the content. I have a level 230 plus player, and I'm just coming back now to relive all of the early game moments. I want to try to give as many tips as I can along the way, and if you have questions below, make sure to ask, and I will put them in our future videos. Looks like we got an upgraded body. Let's put that on. Great, so we got 300 gems and 40 energy. It also looks like we opened the shop, which is great. Okay, let's see if it forces us to buy this. Average item find scroll. Do we have an option? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we got the item find scroll. Since we did have to buy this, I don't want to use it right now. We'll go ahead and talk about daily buffs real quick. And you can find this on the Bit Hero Wiki, which I will leave in the description below. But there's daily buffs. For example, today is Monday. It gives us 30% XP boost and 30% capture rate. If we wait until other days, there are days that have 50% item find. And if we save our item find scroll, which is in our bag here, and use this only on the day that has 50% item find, it will pair up with this and give us a 100% better chance of finding items. So keep that in mind. Okay, since we have our shop, I'm going to show you what we are going to be waiting for on sale, and that is the Minor Xp Tome. As you can see here, we don't quite have enough money to buy it, but what it does is gives you 25% more experience for 24 solid hours. And what you want to do is wait until Wednesday, and you can use these to level up very, very quickly. And as you level up, say past level 20 or so, you're going to want to have these engaged at all times. It's very tempting to also buy the minor item find scroll, but I can tell you prior to level say 50 or so, these are actually a waste of money, so keep that in mind. That's it for video 1. I'm going to start leveling up, and I'll be back around level 10, and we will discuss further. Thanks.